Okay, here we are in camp, ready to go for Malvern Hill. I've basically got two corps. I've got my offensive corps, my cavalry division, and my defensive corps. What I'm probably going to do is put the defensive corps in first. I'm going to attempt a slightly different strategy in this battle, and that is going to be to sucker the Union out of their defensive fortifications and into a poor position attacking across the river, and then use whatever damage I can do there to try to work my way across and capture the victory points. Which means that we are going to move most of this brigade to the other side of the river. Alright, here we go. We'll do our early game, at the beginning of the game pause. So my goal is going to be to try to get the Union to move up and attack my artillery. So I'm going to place my artillery in these woods, or possibly these buildings here. My artillery will commence bombardment of the Union right flank, and we'll see if we can't draw them out. Just center here, supply wagon. We'll use the snipers to harass their flanks. Alright, here we go. My general immediately attracting artillery fire. We'll have him fall back. 0.1% losses. Probably lost one guy there. I really wish you could see how many men are in that unit. Sometimes it's very hard to tell whether that unit's even been damaged or not. Your generals can die suddenly. Forward with our snipers here, try to get eyes on this artillery that's shooting at me. Notice the only victory point in the beginning of the game is the one that's in the center of the Union defenses. Let's get Johnston up here so we can see. There. We've spotted the infantry that's holding the fortification on the Union right flank. Union definitely has skirmishers out. You can see that my snipers are spotted here, and they shouldn't be, especially not that far out. So there's definitely enemies around here. And here they come. have to move up. Counter battery doesn't quite have the range, so they're going to have to move forward. So notice that these skirmishers, despite not being able to see my snipers, are still standing there and taking damage. It's a flaw in the unit AI for the skirmishers. Of course, what they should be doing is falling back because or moving forward, one of the two, so they can spot that unit and engage it. Looks like they did fire a shot, even though they still can't see my unit. Interesting. Back. It does not look like the Union is falling for it. They've got troops here, but they're not moving forward. And it looks like my snipers have to be far enough forward in order to spot that artillery that's sitting here. Taking fire from down here too, which is pretty normal. Oh, no, 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 no. The edge of spotting an enemy unit down there. I'm going to send a skirmisher up there so I can get a better view of what's on this flank on the right, because I think my main assault move is going to be to come around the right here and come across this bridge. And hopefully I can either kill or drive off the sharpshooter unit, which should close down a lot of their visibility. Long-range fire, not very effective against these guys. So far I've been unimpressed with the Tredigers, which is my counter battery unit here. I thought for a second the unit was going to move forward, but now they're just redeploying right there. And there's the rest of the Union artillery. So we are going to actually move these guys up into the forest, along with 2-1 assault, so we can start hammering at those guys. may have a taker. Griffin is moving forward. Let's see where he's going first. Alright, falling back. Getting a kill on Porter would be nice. Won't happen, but we can at least weaken him. Yep, it looks like he's gonna make a push. Now the snipers fall back to the woods. Notice that despite being deep in these woods, my artillery is spotted. And here they come. Looks like Howe's brigade is moving up in support. Oh, there's another infantry brigade moving up. And there goes Griffin. He routed, took a bunch of casualties. This is likely a bug, this thing with routing in the water. You'll notice he'll get rerouted. He seems to be unable to decide which direction to go, which means he's probably just going to die. See if we can't get some easy kills off Buchanan here. It's also possible this issue with the water is caused because these brigades are so experienced that they are recovering quickly, and so they never actually route, which might also be a different kind of bug. Ammunition-wise, we're still in good shape on the artillery. Griffin should be dissolving any second here. Notice the ammunition levels on the snipers. They've basically been firing since the beginning of the match. Okay. Griffin moved forward. And Griffin's dead. So let's see if we can... Notice the 1-1 rifle started to slide for no apparent reason as soon as Griffin was taken out. Send the supply wagon to the snipers so they can keep shooting. We are not winning the artillery assault. 2-2 assault has lost 4 guns. Done very little damage to the enemy. 2-1 assaults lost 1 gun. Cover must not be very good up here. Let's see if I can't pick off some of these artillery guys. So that was partially successful. We were able to destroy one Union brigade. And now my reinforcements are arriving. And it looks like the Union is aware of this fact and is now falling back. And now the right flank is exposed. So our skirmishers have taken some damage here. I have no idea why they're now taking fire from multiple sources. But they've also done some damage to this artillery. What I'm going to do is send out some more skirmishers down here to help with that effort, weaken those units. Notice the first sharpshooters moving forward, and they just got completely dissolved. Wait for the snipers to reload and then move it back up. Potentially I could have put the snipers on the flank. They would have been much better off in terms of the damage they could do to the Union artillery in any case. Alright. So 2 Corps, 1st Division here. 2 Corps, 2nd Division here. 3rd Division here. Notice how the skirmishers, despite the fact that this artillery is in range, if you tell them to attack, they will try to run around across the river. Notice the Union has now shifted a brigade to this flank. And my skirmishers are taking a lot of artillery fire. So, snipers got most of their ammo back. Send the wagon back, and the snipers are going to move up here and attack Getty. Start picking off that artillery. Notice the vast amount of artillery fire that they are expending to kill maybe 100 skirmishers at this point. And my skirmishers dissolved. Let's go have a look at what's on this river crossing. We may send the 3rd Division across entirely. Of course, my skirmisher fire on this artillery has been relatively ineffective as well. Oh, there's Union units across the river. 3rd fall back. Alright, we've driven Getty back, so I'll have the snipers start to work on Hayes. Artillery's been less than effective. If we're fortunate, we can get the Union to actually push across here and try to attack my cavalry, at which point the cavalry will kill them. But I'm not counting on that. It's possible I'm going to lose based on mission time here. I may have to go ahead and push across. So let's get the rifle brigades going. Notice that even though these guys are all the way back here in these trees, they are still visible to the Union artillery. See if my skirmishers can't get close enough to take a shot at McCarthy here. Ah, oh, Kemper was just killed. Alright, first division. Now, notice, do you see that? The snipers ran all the way up there, despite these guys being well within their range. I think it has to do with blocking. If they're blocked, they for some reason will decide to melee instead. Which is the kind of thing that probably should be simply eliminated as an option for the skirmisher units, because generally there's no situation ever that you want the skirmishers, especially snipers, to be in melee. Alright, our grenadiers are going to move in and have a charge at this guy. My artillery up. Attack with what's left. Looks like my grenadier unit's gonna fold. They did. So I'm gonna charge with 1-3 rifle. Rifle will move up. That was successful, so we'll push 1-1 rifle through the gap. 1-3's morale is not great because of the melee, but they should be able to kill this artillery unit before they go down. Snipers rushing in again. Yeah, see, it says they're blocked, but there's no reason for them to be blocked. Alright, here we go. So 1-3 rifles falling back will bring the grenadiers back up. Look at that mess of Union units. Charge this artillery. Yep. Our goal here is going to be to get up on the flank of Grover here and basically blast our way across. And these guys need to get back into it. So bring them back up. 1-1 rifle's not going to hold here. Did drive off Warren. Notice that this charge, which is maybe 200 yards or so, has now chewed up almost all the condition of that grenadier unit, and they haven't even reached the artillery yet. Use 3rd Division now to kill Grover. Yep, 1-1 rifle just lost it, so we'll replace the 1-3 rifle. Trying to kill off Keys. Oh, there we killed off Keys. So send the snipers to kill Henselman now. I think we'll move up our artillery. Should be able to. We've got Sickles backed in a corner here. 1-1 rifle's just going to beat on him until he dies. Bring up our supplies. And we're going to bring up Johnston. Try to help with morale there. I would charge with these guys, but they're completely out of condition. Cavalry's now chewing up Grover. He's digested. We're on our way. I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to move over here and we're going to kill all of these units that are defending in the middle here. So we can just start to roll this up. I don't think I have enough time to actually make an attack on the point, so we'll hopefully not lose because we don't have that point. should kill Carr in a moment. They're going to take a nasty hit doing it. Yeah, one of my cav units folded, which means we need to move up and engage. And they just, ooh, the cavalry just took a hit in the flank too, but we should be able to rout both of these guys. A little condition back. We're going to tell the rest of this cav to fall back. Okay, we did not lose, which is good. I don't know why those guys turned around, but okay. Yeah, we're going to have 3rd Division fall back. Actually, we'll have 3rd Division drive this way. Take some artillery in the flank, always fun. Notice this 850 size cavalry unit back here. We appear to have lost track of sickles. But what I want to be really careful with here is losing a cavalry unit. It's pretty easy for it to happen. And we definitely don't want it to happen because I cannot afford to replace these units. Alright, 3rd Division fall back. If 3rd Division is okay, which they are not. Use the infantry here. No idea why my infantry is hanging out, but notice this hill. We've seen this hill before. If these guys go down this hill, they'll never make it back up, which is good because we don't want them to. Third Division will make sure that they don't shoot because we want to capture this unless they run into skirmishers. If they run into skirmishers, we'll take care of them. Like that. We're going to leave this unit here to block their cavalry. I'm going to send this guy up. Looks like they're counterattacking over here, so we'll send ATS up here to help. They pushed back my 2-1 Grenadiers, but took a lot of casualties in the process. I really want to capture these wagons. Notice that despite I'm giving these support guys orders as a division, yeah, it's not happening. My unit just routed, and or was that their unit rallying? Let's see if I can make my guys fall back. Yeah. So ideally what we'll do is move forward here and kill the artillery. Artillery is the dangerous part. These guys are going to have to fall back, but that's alright. We're capturing supplies here. What we'll do is we'll send all these captured supply wagons up with this unit so you can guard them. We'll break off some skirmishers to deal with this cavalry. Push them back down the hill. And then get 3rd Division back up in the fight. Note that what we want is for these guys to hold their position if they're willing to hold. They're not, but we want the cavalry to run up and down the hill basically. It'll wear out their stamina and they'll go nowhere. 1-2 rifle back into it. Oops. We'll have support dodge in here and try to kill this artillery. Shock cavalry fall back. Actually fall back and function as support for those guys. Really want to shut down some of this artillery. Notice how much damage they took just from a couple volleys. But that's good. Those guys will charge, they'll get exhausted, we'll chew them up. That'll be fun too. And let's focus the counter battery fire. Notice these guys who are left. I'm going to try to slip the 3-3 support around the flank here and kill the remaining artillery. We've captured the primary victory location. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, they didn't quite make that, did they? Let's go around, rather than taking flank shots. Looks like my grenadiers are going to fall back any second now. Yep. Warren is still alive with 216 guys. And now one rifle's getting into melee. They've potentially retaken this. We've got an hour of game time left. We need to redeploy. Wow, they've split my lines here. They're charging my artillery. Wow. Not a bad play by the AI. Not bad at all. He's trying to eliminate, and he did eliminate the 2-2 assault. That is unfortunate. We've killed off sickles. Alright, I'm going to pull these guys out and send them to help. 3rd Division's going to jump Buchanan down here. Send these guys to help too. He's driven a wedge between my forces, but what should be happening is this guy should be in bad shape, but for some reason he's not. I don't quite understand that. What I want is to kill these guys off before Bernie can get a shot at me, or pretend, but it's too late. Fortunately, he didn't do a lot of damage, and we killed off that unit, so now we can fall back. Try again with 3-3 support and kill that artillery. Barry's now cracked because he was taking fire from 2 sides, doesn't appear to know where to run. He's being fired at by 3 brigades. Off that artillery. Just routed those guys, and that's ideal because now 3rd Division can come in and take out this remaining artillery. Now we'll have 3rd Division fall back. Plenty of damage. Everybody else move in. Tell them to fall back, and they do not listen. Skirmishers trying to hold on to the victory point here. Support. Got a strong rifle unit here, trying to move into position to capture that location. least we're contesting now. Can't. One of the problems with this is as it gets dark, it becomes very, very difficult to even see the details of the units on the ground unless you select them, which is a little frustrating. But it looks like we've capped it here. We might actually get a win out of this at great cost. My leader's up there to help out. See these Union units just taking massive volley after massive volley, hanging in there. Definitely finish. That was victory. Wow. Painful. Very, very painful. Most of my units did pretty well. A lot of cavalry losses. Some wounded. Flavius got promoted to Lieutenant General. Excellent. Captured some 1855s. Captured 11 more 20-pounder Parrots. Ugh. Some sniper rifles, supplies. Yeah, not all that great in terms of goods. It's going to be a problem. I took 8,000 casualties. They took 15,082 guns. I lost 12 guns. This, I mean, some of those were 6-pounders, but the rest were 24-pounders, and we lost that unit, which was not good at all. But there you go. Malvern Hill on Legendary. Got the snot kicked out of me and them. Alright, thanks for watching.